Hey, everybody. Last week I took a poll and I asked what you most wanted to hear about, and the winner was getting clients. So here's my suggestion. Think about your client getting strategy like birthday cake. And here's what I mean by that. You know, when you take a bite of birthday cake, the part that's closest to you is the least sweet. That's the cake itself. And as it gets further from you, you'll notice that you have like the filling, some sort of yummy like cream filling. That's a little sweeter. And then the furthest away from you is the icing. That's the sweetest of all. So as that relates to clients, the cake, those clients are the people that know you, that are within your network. Or maybe they're one step removed from you. You know, maybe you have a friend that referred this person to you, or maybe you have a client that referred the person to you. But either way, there's some level of personal connection there. And that's why they already know you or they know of you and they trust you. And that's why it's easier to acquire clients in that stage. And then there's people at the other end of the spectrum. These are people that are cold traffic, basically, people that you would advertise to, and they really don't know you at all. And so you have to be extra, extra sweet. And here's what I mean by sweet. Your copy needs to be super tight. You need to know these people inside and out if you are going to be able to get through to them when they don't know you at all. And then, of course, what's in the middle are people that you could maybe be speaking to in a Facebook group. And so then it's not actual language. They're not hearing the intonation of your voice. You're not relating to them. You're not having any of that personal interaction. And so they fall somewhere in the middle. And what I see so often when people come to me and they've been struggling, they say, you know, I've been blogging for a year. I've been being consistent. I've been putting it out there. Or I've been in Facebook groups. I've been posting in Facebook groups consistently. Why aren't people knocking on my door? Well, it's because they're too far away from you. They're too far removed and your language isn't tight enough yet. It will be, you'll get there, but in the meantime, you need to shift your strategy and you need to bring it closer to you. You need to think about how you can actually get into a really human situation with these people, because the truth is when you have 20, 30, 40 minutes on the phone with somebody, it makes up for a lot of imprecise copy. Your language doesn't have to be as tight because there are so many other ways to transmit value and to transmit warmth and to make a connection. So here are the action steps if you have been struggling for clients. First is to kind of take a look at this overview of your client getting strategy. How much of your time is being spent on activities where your clients are further away? And how could you bring that a little closer? You know, could you write letters within your networks to friends saying, hey, this is what I'm doing. These are the kind of people I'm working with. Do you know anyone that would maybe need this help? Another thing is to go to meetups and meet people that are, you know, basically in your exact client market and just actually get to know them and talk to them. But let's say that you have honestly exhausted your network already and you are thinking more about how you can find people in Facebook groups, for instance. Well, there I'd say, once again, instead of just posting and putting information out there where you need your copy to be super, super tight, how about you offer them a free call? So the second action step is to think about how you could actually get those people on the phone. Now, a lot of groups offer free promotion days, and so you can just put it out there. You can just say, hey, I'd love to hop on the phone with you if this, if X. But if, and for instance, in Women Taking the Leap, that's something you can do on Thursdays. So do that. You're more than welcome to promote on Thursdays in our group. But let's say there are some groups that don't allow promotion. They often will have a thread on a certain day of the week, and you can promote then, and you can offer this free call. So the second action step then is to think up a free offer and to post it. Now, your third step is to get really clear on what that offer would be. So think about what your clients really, really would love and would really help them to see that the end result they want is absolutely possible. You want to show them, you want to give them a quick win, they say, but you want to show them that this can actually happen. And you want to help them in there are different ways to do this. You could help them get a little bit of the way there so that they get excited and then they want to take the rest of the journey with you. Or you could give them an overview to show them what's really possible. And if you go onto my homepage on the Uncommon Way, you'll see that's what I offer. So I offer a roadmap to show people how they can get, based on their business and based on their goals, how they can get from where they are to where they need to be. So that's also completely valid and completely helpful. That's a huge win for people when they've been struggling with overwhelm and they've been thinking about how in the world they're going to make it happen. And then you can say, hey, look, I know this, I do this, it can happen. And here's how. Here's how we do it. Now, don't ever worry about giving away too much value because even if you tell somebody what to do, they won't necessarily know how to do it. And frankly, there's no way you could tell them how to do the entire thing in just that short bit of time. And so there's always going to be impetus for a person that is really right for you. And I talked about this last week or the week before in the messaging video. But if somebody really wants to make a change and they're really at that point where they're saying, yes, I don't want to wait another day, I want this to happen, once you've shown them how possible it is, then it's so likely that they'll want to continue. They'll say, yes, give me more. So, just to review, birthday cake, the least sweet is the one that's closest to you. And the sweetest is something that's far away from you. And that's where your copy needs to be really, really tight. Your three action steps, take a look at your strategy. How can you move things, shift them closer to you? Your second one would be, how do you actually deliver that offer? And give them a free call, get them on the phone with you. And the third is, what is the offer actually going to be? What is it that you can deliver that will help move them along, see that it's possible, and make them want to sign up and be your client? So I hope that helped. See you next week.